Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bragaton. Continue exploring the Shadow Quarters.
We should deal with this.
Thanks to our benevolent asteroid-dwelling suppliers, the price of heavy metals has almost doubled in a single cycle.
That wasn't so difficult.
This fake door is connected to a mine trigger.
Let us not dawdle.
Seems like a pretty dangerous place to live. That's the second door you found that's connected to a trap.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, I see. So this symbol is pointing to the real door and this fake trap door. And I was at the atrium listening to a sermon. They said things, but mostly just that we're doomed, doomed, doomed.
Is there money to be made?
Pretty standard zealotry. Everybody wants to live in the end times. Makes their faith worth it. Rumor has it that the one who pacified the Anvers was Lord Von Valancius himself.
Rise to the top.
Hey, I just did that.
Or get left in the dust.
News travels fast. Exterminator. Okay, we come full circle.
Keep your wits about you.
Are those mines? As opposed to yours. More Anvers propaganda. Oh, Extermination Brigade Sergeant. The man stops and salutes you with his flamer. Your lordship, what an honor. The Whole of Footfall is talking about the new head of House Von Valancius. Foreman of Footfall Utility Crew 3 at your service. What are you doing? Just burning rats, and some trash, and some parasites of other sorts. The district's under quarantine, you see. It got hit by something nasty. A disease. Or maybe it isn't a disease. Just some bugs and worms that crawled out of some ship or other. It is a bit odd that it happened here, and not at the docks, I'll grant you. Things like that usually start there. They even spray the place with some gunk to kill all the bugs and worms. But I guess something slipped through. 2 families in that block way over there snuffed it, and the Liege wasted no time getting the district surrounded so that nobody could leave. So you don't know exactly what happened in the district. Disease, bugs, or something else. 1,000 apologies, your lordship, but no, we don't. And we'd rather not find out. Who in their right mind would want to get closer to whatever it is? We've contained the foulness, and that's good enough if you ask me. How exactly did the victims die? Who knows? They found them in their hovels, already dead. Blue sores on their bodies, and they stank something awful, which is why the lot that found them didn't even risk looting the corpses. Good on them, I guess. Doesn't mean we'll let them out, of course. What measures have been taken to deal with the problem? You're looking at them. We stand here, burn the foulness, we've got people standing guard so that no one escapes. Put some mines down, a whole load of them, for the same reasons. The water, the sewers, all blocked off, to stop any communications getting out. There is open, I suppose, but the foulness doesn't seem to be airborne. There haven't been any strange deaths outside the district. Are the people trapped in the quarantine zone being provided with aid of any kind? Poofed, of course not. I mean, I heard Reverend Hieronymus has been praying for their souls, which sounded more like retribution fell upon them, and rightly so. That's the most they can hope for. I wish to enter the quarantine zone. Your lordship, have mercy. I can't say no to you, but the danger is just as real to you as it is to the whole station. We'll clear a way for you, but it'll take time. A lot of time. It won't be easy to break down the barricades and disarm the mines. He gives you a long look, likely hoping that he will reconsider. But after receiving no reaction, he gives the order to his assistants.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
To the cultist lair. The small nook in the stone is empty apart from dust and a few scraps of paper. There's evidence that the cache once had a small door covering it and a locking mechanism.
Let us not dawdle.
Seems like a lot of these workers have lost their minds. Warehouse.
I always have a backup
So
plan.
prior to getting this quest, which we didn't get until we requested access to the quarantine zone, we didn't have a reason to go
This is
there.
intriguing.
Shoot.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
A trap here. I wonder if we've had a perception check.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
I always keep my options open.
The indistinct hum of discontented voices hangs over the crowd. The street vendors seem to be lacking some essential, and their impotence, the people do not hold back their angry exclamations and curses.
We
Be
should
some
deal with
essentials. People in the crowd look greedily at goods for which they have neither coupons nor money. Right then, what have we here? We read that last time. Well, the time before that.
Keep your wits about you.
Zendia Chorta has replaced Caligos Winterscale as Footfall's greatest patron. You ready to show some piety? Alright, so we have two places we can
Is there money
explore.
to be made? That's how it's done.
Under a layer of rust, scratches, and ancient paint, the silhouettes of long erased letters are barely visible. Undoubtedly, in the past, this filthy sign was adorned with the proud name of the bureaucratic heart of the entire Imperium, Adeptus Administratum, or Stratum. Martyr's
I always
Endurance.
have a backup plan.
Oh, we've read that description before. I think it was a worker back at the atrium.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Before you is a compartment of a massive void ship adapted into a living space. From inside the building, the clinking of glasses and numerous voices can be heard. So is this where we need to go for... Alright, so we're not done with this quest yet. So we go to the other cultist den. Alright, so this must be the Adeptus Amosecus bar.
Let us not dawdle.
Let's go clear out some more cultists first. And then I think we'll go to the bar before we go to the warehouse. Because I don't think we have a reason to go to the warehouse yet.
I always keep my options open.
Plus, we just did a bunch of exploring. Time to get some
Hey.
action in.
What's that?
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
This could be an opportunity.
Duty prevails.
Is there money to be made?
Open the doors for us. Guide our way. Twist our way. We beseech something. The edge of daybreak. The edge of daybreak.
I'll make an
Good
example
job,
out
Argenta.
of you. Your Emperor won't save you.
He might. Something like that. And give Abelard his turn so he can buff everybody with a brace for impact.
It will be done.
In case you don't remember, the reason why I'm doing that is because we gave him this one talent. It saves us several other talents. Where's it at? Yeah, do not falter. So all allies affected by brace for impact do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority for the entire combat. And we selected that instead of going with... I believe it's called Combat Expert. Basically, there's a talent that gives the individual immunity to combat or melee superiority in combat. You have to select it on each person, where this I can apply it to the entire team in one turn. Could have him run all the way in.
Indeed.
No reason not to. Alright, let's carry behind some sort of cover.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Argenta's probably
On
the
it.
best option. We can move her forward with... Well, I'll use run and gun.
I'll do it.
Concentrated fire. I think we can hit 2 with this. Almost 3. This guy is 1 tile out of range.
Running binaric override.
A perfect spot.
Request approved.
Let's take care of the sorcerer right now. Oh, I need to put these down.
My vow is to serve. The ominous Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Well, actually, I prefer the rear to be on him, right? Yeah, backline is more defensive. I need to swap these two around, because I always get those mixed up because of that. Let's take care of the sorcerer real quick. Well, yeah, the burn won't kill him, so I think we need to actually shoot him here.
Running binaric override. Function successfully terminated.
Ow. Oh, neat. Alright, so what did Warp Shield do? Absorbs incoming damage for 1 turn. Is it all damage, or is there a limit to it? Alright, let's move her right here. Furious Recital,
Justice for the weak.
Revel and
Faith
Slaughter,
without deeds is worthless.
Devastating Attack,
As
Concentrated
the Emperor
Fire.
commands, I act.
So I mess up Abelard pretty good, but we'll do this instead.
I'll do it.
And there has to be a way to hit this guy, right? Without using the spray attack. Oh, we'll just keep hurting this guy. Could pop that. I'm not going to here. Actually, let's buff
If I may.
Pascal here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Alright, so the question is, Abelard or Pascal? Alright, Pascal it is. We did just buff him up with Voice of Command, so...
Request approved.
And I said debuff this guy.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Alright, probably should have gone with Abelard there. I didn't realize that there was the leader. Yeah, I should have given Abelard his turn instead. What does Twisting Path do? It decreases resolve by 2. Then Psychosomatic Trauma cannot use psychic powers. Well, good news is he's not trying to.
On it. Will do. Was that you?
Whoops.
Anything is?
Victory is imminent. Target well struck. Grey hair, sure hair.
Not quite enough to kill. Does this work while he's prone? Alright, break the ranks with Abelard. We'll give him another turn to finish off the leader.
I'll make it happen.
Maybe he can't be killed yet. Maybe we have to talk to him after the fight.
I will do my duty.
Aw. Alright, try it again, buddy. Well, that's disappointing.
Request approved.
Me,
I'll try to get
if you
Argenta
insist, Lord Captain.
away from this guy.
Doubt is for the weak.
Not too shabby.
But of course.
At your beck and call. Forth on Valencius!
Alright, let's wrap up this fight. Just have sworn enemy applied, right? Unless I only last the one round. Sorry, I'll apply it again.
Indeed. An exemplary strike.
Alright, not a ton of damage because of the warp shield. Does that have lasting impression? I don't think I ever buffed him, did I? Let's get over here and swing too.
Opportunities.
Yeah, we're really just wasting our time trying to burn through his health with that buff up.
Target well struck.
I'll see to it personally.
But we've got everything on cooldown, so may as well use it, right?
Sure have.
The Omnissiah knows all. Comprehend.
Guided by faith. Faith without none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Oh, great. Still around.
As the Emperor commands, I act. How dare you?
Yeah, that's why we couldn't kill that guy. Argenta rushes to the last living cultist and silently, furiously punches him in the face. Blaspheming heretic. Who are you praying to? I know those words. That call to a lord. Argenta doesn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with grating, rasping laughter. Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? Argenta recoils as if from a blow, and then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers. I'm one of the Adeptus Sororitas, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Can't you see he's trying to get under your skin? Adira mutters. I bet he wants a quick bullet to the head instead of a bonfire. Despite her tone, she's looking around anxiously and rubbing her temples. Smells of a dark future, like a noose around the neck. Argenta, wait. The heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servants of the Corpse Emperor? The names of my brethren? How many of us there are? Where we are? I'll tell you myself. We're a myriad, and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. When you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of the true God. Just how many of you vermin are there? Press Rakad Minoris, now here. Pascal pulls a number of instruments out of his robe. You'd bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble machines. He says casually, should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction process, I'd recommend precise targeting of the ganglia. The cultist chuckles arrogantly, but pales under Pascal's calmly probing gaze. How do you know Argenta? Have you seen her on footfall before? Not on footfall, the cultist laughs hoarsely. In another place, she flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide. As if against her will, she whispers two words. Salus Prime. Argenta, what is he talking about? She snaps out of it, as if emerging from a reverie. A planet. A place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. But I swear, I never turned from them and ran. She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury. You truly have seen me on Salus Prime. Someone among you must know a way to get there. You have your own ship. A navigator. Answer me. Ships and maps, roads and doors. We have them all. But our paths are not for you. The true God spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? The cultist's eyes fill with madness. I need something more coherent. Rogue traitor, we won't get anything from this madman. As for my part in the story, I will tell it. But not here, not in his presence. Who or what is this true God you keep mentioning? You will know, in time. The cultist gives you a wicked smile painted with the fresh blood on his lips. So it seems like the cultists are worshipping Tzeentch. We keep seeing blue horrors and other Tzeentchian symbology, so... that's interesting. End him, Argenta. You can kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true God. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Silence hangs for a minute, and Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalantly. That's it. We fulfilled Reverend Hieronymus' request, which means I am now free. I can continue my travels with you, Rogue Trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I'll have to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates. Argenta lowers her head warily. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet on the ship when it's time to depart Footfall. Cultist Hood requires heretical adherent. When the wearer uses a psychic powered attack, they either restore 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with a 50% chance for each of those effects. Some heavy armor. Plasma pistol. Oh yeah, I wanted to swap out my chainsword for something else. So I do like the Wrath of St. Drusus as a support item, but I think that the Amber Chainsword is also good as a support item, because we can reduce an enemy's armor by 5% per attack. And it does more damage in general. It actually does more minimum damage than the Thunderhammer. Makes me more inclined to use this. And as for the Negotiator Pistol, I think I'll keep that for the melting effect. And the +5 to Persuasion. Because I haven't put any points into Ballistic skill. So if I do shoot this, it's more for the hopefully landing this effect. I don't want to give that up either. I wouldn't mind giving her a bolt pistol. I'm sacrificing range for this. It's probably not worth it, but it looks cool. I would have plasma weapon proficiency, because I was considering putting a plasma pistol on my main character. I mean, we're finding one-handed weapons that are better than this two-handed weapon, which is a shame. This does one more minimum damage, so more guaranteed damage. Only one less max damage. But some of these other effects, like Thunder Slam, are probably worth it. I guess that's a trade-off. Alright, well. I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll finish exploring The Cultist lair. It looks like it could be pretty large. Or this is it. Actually, this might be it. Oops. That's the case. Let's go
Always
and
keep
loot
your eye
everything.
on the prize.
Operation successful.
Oh, Sororitas boots. The wearer raises momentum to 175 whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn. This is easier to trigger and seems pretty solid. Because she can always reposition after she kills 2 enemies. Momentum is also really good. And these are her boots. And we could always give the other boots to him because he has the AoE attack on the plasma gun. And we give this to Adira. She doesn't have boots equipped anyway. So these boots grant the wearer plus 3% dodge until the end of combat for each psi power they use. He also doesn't have gloves. So does her Psyker attack count as a ranged attack? Wait, what does she have? Okay, so I think the Arsonist bracers are better. Because you always get that plus 3 damage from flame weapons, where stabilizing bracers requires you to use run and gun. Let's just have a cape equipped either. What am I doing? I give that to Cassia. She doesn't have Endure. Yeah, we'll just go and give her the immunity to burning. For a lack of a better option. Plus 10 to awareness. I've not been keeping up with her equipment. Alright.
I always have a backup
Check out
plan.
this room, and then... guess that's it. Check all the corners again.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, we did go check that out. We can't go that way. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll return to the Shadow Quarters and continue exploring. We'll go to the bar next and see what's going on there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.